So, 3, 2, 1, willkommen zurück bei The Council. Ich spiele nochmal die Episode 1, Kapitel 1. Nur mit ein paar anderen Entscheidungen. Dies ist die dritte Folge. Tschüss, viel Spaß.
That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there.
So, Silber, andere Briefe, Höfen,
Probably a Dutchman.
Niederländer, okay.
An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
Giovanni.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
Ich kenne diesen Namen.
This name sounds familiar. Prashi.
Prashi.
No. Can't seem to place it.
Okay. Zurück zu den anderen Briefen. Ende. Zurück. Leider nichts mehr. Oh, jetzt hast du wieder Fliegen gemacht.
A lantern. Nothing special.
Okay, warum hat sie Fliegen gemacht bei der Lampe? Ah, gut. Hier runter kommen wir noch nicht. Hier hinter. Auch nicht. Schnell zurück. Oh. Das ist
This
neu.
chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Herzogin, ja, die hat viele gefunden.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Sieht doch ganz gut aus. So. Hier ist noch ein Chile.
A Latin inscription. Annesis, mi fili, quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Können wir nicht. Scheiße. Ich kann ja gar nichts hier als Detektiv. Der schlechteste Detektiv der Welt. Ab ins Herrenhaus.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Ganz nettes Anwesen. So eine Felsinsel könnte man schon gebrauchen. Krasse Tür. Wahnsinn. So. Impulsant.
Whoa. Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
Hallo, Herr
What can I do for you,
Kardinal?
Your Eminence?
Eminenz.
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Ricci, aren't you?
Ja.
You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Okay, ich glaube, wir nehmen diesmal einen Brief und machen ihn auf und lassen ihn auf.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Vergiss es, her mit dem Brief.
Listen, trust me, sir, and give me the letter. I'll take care of everything.
I appreciate your devotion, my son, but no thank you. Being hasty very rarely solves
Okay.
anything.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hope hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Sollten wir vielleicht
If
doch
only
besser.
she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Berufsgeheimnis.
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society.
Ja.
It would seem that discretion is not one of your
Doch, das
specialities,
ist
my son.
diskret.
You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Shit. All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful.
Auf der
Do
Handfläche.
you think I should give it to you?
Ja, gib mir den Brief. Ab, was in ihm steht. Er kann auch nicht zählen.
Look, you seem hesitant.
Ob ich
The
ihn
simplest thing to
manipulieren
do is
kann.
just to give it to her when you see her.
Schwäche ausgenutzt.
After all, it's
Manipulation.
not that urgent.
Schwäche
Yes.
erkannt. Manipulation.
I mean, yes, it's urgent. I mean, what if we don't find each other here on the island?
Piatsch.
Though I don't know yet when I'll be leaving. I might not be staying for very long. What to do? Can you see a solution? Come on. Just give me the letter for crying out loud.
Gib mir
I
den
cannot
beschissenen
run the risk alone. I am going to trust you. You seem like an honest man.
Bingo.
Listen to me, my child.
Jetzt muss es
If I give
laufen.
you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Jetzt verarsche ich ihn. Ja, klar, vertrau mir. Okay, kein Problem. Ja.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Ricci. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son.
Okay,
Be
der
it
ist
only for her
von
sake.
meiner Mutter immer richtig
Always
begeistert.
respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Ja, und ich mache ihn nicht wieder zu. So, gut, schauen wir uns jetzt mal hier ein bisschen um.
Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
Das war
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
ja.
I've just arrived. It might be bad manners to go upstairs without being invited.
Schön außenrum.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms. Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny. Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered a fall.
Erdsternchen sitzt zwischen den Zuschauern symbolisiert. Knöchel erkennt, Glaube. Okay.
Into the depths of the abyss.
Erdsternchen.
A drachma.
Sammler Münze. Brauchen wir jetzt.
Well, maybe I should introduce myself to the other guests first.
Na gut, gucken wir mal hier.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Buch nehmen. Einschicken, jawohl. Danke. Wollen wir uns einfach hier hinsetzen?
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Hi, Washington.
Louis, come join us.
Ja,
Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi? He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your
alles klar.
acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Riche. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
von meiner Mutter über einen Brief.
Oh, nothing special. His Eminence had an envelope to give to my mother, initially.
Because your mother was supposed to join us.
That's right. She arrived a few weeks ago.
Several weeks at
Ja,
Lord
sie sieht schon
Mortimer's.
sauer aus.
She must be a special guest.
Ei, ei, ei.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Sie ist verschwunden. Na komm, wir lügen einfach.
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Ja, stimmt. Okay, der lacht nicht.
Seriously, though,
Aber im Ernst.
I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Okay. Ach, ich.
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit.
Servus.
That's the man from my vision.
An
So, damit beenden wir erstmal diese Folge. Ich sage Tschüss und Ciao bis zum nächsten Mal bei The Council. Tschüss, ciao, bye bye.